All right, so now you've got your pre-approval, or you've at least had a sit down with your mortgage advisor to establish roughly what your budget is. And now it's time to look around and see what properties are out there which might be suitable for you. So the best time to have a look at that property is to attend the open homes. So you want to jump on the listing for the property and head on down during that open home session and start having a look around. When you get to the open home, there'll be a real estate agent there, and so you need to build a connection with this real estate agent and try and find out a bit more about the property, and they're the go-to person who's going to provide you that information. Now, real estate agents will be real estate agents. You've got to remember they work for the vendor, they do not work for you. So whilst they may appear friendly and welcoming, and some of them genuinely are, they are working for the vendor, and so everything that they're saying and doing is in the vendor's best interest and not yours. When you're speaking to the real estate agent, this is the time to start getting information that's going to be really important for you when trying to form a view on whether you will make an offer on this house or not. You need to be asking the real estate agent things like, what's the other feedback been from other potential buyers? Where do people see price? Where do people see value? What other known issues are there with this property? Legally, they have to tell you if there's any major concerns with the property. For anything smaller, like issues with landscaping or paint coming off the walls or anything minor like that, that's for you to figure out. There's nothing they need to disclose there, but they do need to tell you any majors. And those majors may be things like if the property's in a flood zone, or if there are any weather tightness issues, or anything structural that's known to be a problem with that property. They also need to tell you whether there's been any unconsented work done. So that's work that's done without getting council consent, or it might be that some work's been done that was consented that wasn't signed off by council with the code of compliance afterwards. You've got to remember that you're never going to find the perfect property. There's always going to be little things that you don't like, but sometimes that can be to your advantage, and that can be things that you can work on over time and improve the value of the house. Other things that you may want to have a look at when you're in an open home are like other surroundings, so things like the neighbours. Peer over the fence and see if it looks like a party flat, or does it look like a nice, warm, welcoming family that you want to be living next to. You'll also want to take note of what the traffic's like in the area. What's the commute going to look like from there to your place of work? When you're at the open home, make sure you have a good look around and make sure the property is something that you can see yourself living in. Are you comfortable with it? Are there any funny smells that may indicate there's some moisture issues? You'll get a building report done as well, which is done by a professional to make sure there's no majors that you can't see off face value. But you can save yourself going through the hassle of doing that if you identify some of these things up front by yourself. So if you're happy with the state of the house, it's something you can see yourself living in, and you want to have a crack at it, now's the time to ask the real estate agent for the property documents, get in touch with your mortgage advisor and your solicitor, and then we move on to the next stage of getting you ready to make an offer.